Now from the home of the Rangers, Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Cleveland Indians and the Texas Rangers. Thad Vigil makes his big league debut right after this. Steven Matz gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Leading off the afternoon
so
for Cleveland,
in, Willie
the
Hayes.
hitter.
And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. Home run number 39 on the season for him as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
You talk about starting a game off quick. We couldn't even get the lineup cards in yet, and this guy's already going deep.
Standing in, Jake Taylor. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center. Gone. What a start. Back-to-back homers from the first 2 batters of the game. 2 batters, 2 solo home runs. Number 25 for him on the year, and with it the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
Just a couple of minutes ago, the home crowd was pumped for the beginning of this game. But when you hit back-to-back homers to start the game, they have a tendency to sit on their hands. Can't start a game any better than that, folks.
Stepping into the box, Rougned Odor. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Back up the middle. Graham scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Standing in, Roger Doran, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Line to the right side, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Around first, he's digging for second, and he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Standing in now, Rube Baker. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
In is the 3rd baseman, Evan Longoria. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's got that average up over 340 now. 10 home runs and 46 driven in. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Baker, the runner at first with 2 gone. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Baker rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the throw in gets away from him.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning. And I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Jeannette. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Indians 4 and the Rangers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Harris, a Pennsylvania-born lefty, gets the ball to start here. What's your take on him, Dan?
It's pretty easy to see why this guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. He has a ridiculously good whip. How about under .5 on the season? You have any idea how hard that is to do that? He's nearly impossible to reach base on. He doesn't walk hardly anybody, and he's awfully tough to get a hit off of. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is red hot right now. You grab your gloves to run out on the field for the bottom of the first inning, and you got a 4 spot, a crooked number up on the board for your pitcher. They're feeling super confident about the way they're playing.
A bouncer to the left side. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset.
Upon
and
video
he's out.
review,
so the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there. Here's Elvis Andrews now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He'll check in here at 277. 10 home runs, and the RBI count at 35. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Harris is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, keep an eye on Elvis Andrews. He's really swung the bat well against left-handed pitchers so far this season. He's hitting over 300 against southpaws, and he's facing another one of those today. I'm sure he's excited to hit in this one.
Now batting, Christopher Dorsey comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Weak grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Fouled away. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Now at the plate, Jorge Bonifacio. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the Tribe will get a man to second base on the leadoff double. And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that. Now to the plate, Willie Hayes. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Very rarely, Matt, do you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
0-1 pitch on its way. Line drive to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And this will bang up against the wall.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
In now, Jake Taylor. Hit the other way out toward right field. Vigil is after it, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Rangers skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Shelby Miller enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Shelby Miller.
Here's Rougned Odor now. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Thomas. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And he might have thought about it at third, but with one away, decides not to risk it.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. Let's focus our attention at the guy who plays one of the premier positions in the game, and that's Elvis Andrews. Listen, when I watch this guy, I can't help but think Omar Vizquel. Came into the league, was all glove and figuring it out at the plate, and has consistently gotten better offensively while never losing a step with the glove.
Ready for another chance? Gary Sanchez. We'll see if he can deliver here. Runners still at second and third with one away now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit, and add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Roger Doran, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
one of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sack fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Striding in for the Indians, Rube Baker. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Indians 7 and the Rangers nothing. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter,
leading off for the Rangers.
Vigil. And this at
the
bat
right
marks
fielder,
the beginning of his big league career. An exciting moment for him.
I know exactly what this guy's feeling right now, Matty, and I can tell you this. Fact, he cannot feel his legs right now.
Batting
the only thing I was concerned about in my first big league AB is if the camera guys could see my legs shaking. Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians' defensive setup today. And let's focus our attention on third baseman Evan Longoria. Multiple Gold Glove winner. This guy has ice water in his veins. He never lets on. You can't tell if this guy's on fire or he's struggling. He's one of the most consistent defenders in our sport.
First pitch on its way. In there, and it's 0-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
1 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Turned on down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6th, the first baseman, Dwayne.
So digging in now,
Carter.
Dwayne Carter. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a high pop-up. Longoria over to his left. And that retires the side. Rangers set down in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Indians' offense with Cleveland's manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Indians,
trying to pick things up where we left off, Evan Longoria. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Swing and a liner. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Scooter Jeannette. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Thomas ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting, right fielder.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Lined hard toward right center. Vigil is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe, but they're still in control, 7-0. Terrence offense. Great.
Leading off
Only
for
one
the
hit in
Rangers,
11 at-bats
the
for
center
the series
fielder,
so far.
Lots of baseball left in this
Gray.
one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bonifacio's under it, 1 away.
Batting 8th.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting
Ronald
that he'd be in line for the win if this
Williams.
keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. Digging in, Ronald Williams comes into this one with 3 hits and 11 at-bats in the series. Here's the first pitch to him. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Rangers still searching for hit number 1 in the ballgame. And he comes back with one that misses here, and it's 1-1 to the Ranger backstop. The 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Baker is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
Batting 9th.
Now at the plate,
The left
Byron
fielder.
Thomas. He'll
Byron
get to take his first cuts
Thomas.
here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's taken for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2. And it's fouled away.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Willie Hayes. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. No balls and a strike to count. Hit high and deep to left field. Thomas facing back to the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon. So he's into scoring position here on that double that kicks off the 4th inning. And there you see the Tribe leaderboard in that category, as he currently ranks 2nd best on the ball club. Stepping into the box, Jake Taylor. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. On a rope to the second baseman, and the runner gets back. No double play.
Now batting.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rangers' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Riding into the box, Rougned Odor. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Dorsey shading to his right. 2 down. So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Gary Sanchez. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
A swing by Sanchez, and this one's soaring out into left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. Home run number 16 for him on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Yeah, after this blast, the 3rd home run of the game, you could see why this place is known as a launching pad. Balls leave this place in a hurry. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more before this thing is over.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Roger Doran.
Roger
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Indians 9 and the Rangers nothing. Next will be the designated hitter, Brian Williams.
Leading off for the Rangers.
Off here for the Rangers
The
to be
designated
followed by
hitter,
Elvis Andrews
Brian
on deck.
Williams.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Tried the old ambush tactic, and it almost worked right there. Wasn't able to keep that first pitch fastball fair. The at-bat, he's got a lot left in this. If he's able to let that one go, I still think he can have a quality AB.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
It's always
The
nice
batter,
to keep a guy
2,
that has good wheels
shortstop,
off base, and that's
Elvis
just what they did right there. Big strikeout,
Andrews.
keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, Elvis Andrews. As he sends a soft bouncer to the right side of the infield. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting.
Now with the
Number
plate,
86.
Christopher Dorsey. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Taylor is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Rangers set down in order. They're down 9-0. In now for Cleveland, Rube Baker. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Fielder, Rube Baker.
First pitch on its way. Line towards center field. Gray has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Up next for Cleveland, the 3rd baseman, Evan Longoria.
Stepping up now, Evan Longoria. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Thomas on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter number
So
4.
striding in,
Second
Scooter
base.
Jeannette. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so
Jeannette.
far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. high in the air out to center field. Gray has a read on it. And that's the third out. Indians go down 1-2-3. But they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. Welcome back to Arlington. Before we get much further, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The right fielder.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Vigil.
Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Odor is under it. Makes the play, one away.
Now
so another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see, he currently ranks second in the AL in that department. Digging in, Aubrey Graham. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
0-1 the count. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Squeezing it is Odor, and there are two away now.
The first baseman,
still a little
number
early
one.
To start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Stepping up to the plate, Dwayne Carter. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Tough play for Longoria. And he's safe. Longoria barehands it.
Hey, listen, D-Row, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the street. This could get the offense going.
Stepping in, Terrence Gray comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. In there, no balls and a strike.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Fouled away. Now another 0-2. Looked like a breaking ball that time, but it never came back down.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That will look like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Rangers leave one. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Striding in once again, Jorge Bonifacio. He'll get the 6th inning started for Cleveland.
Bonifacio.
First pitch on its way. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Graham backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now
back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Willie Hayes. Already a homer and 2 doubles to his credit thus far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Jake Taylor.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jake Taylor. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Vigil. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Ready now. Williams will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. A ball and a strike now. 1-1. Here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Fouled off. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's
up
6
next
to
the
this
Rangers.
point. So he's got good
The
stuff,
left fielder,
and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Thomas.
Standing in now, Byron Thomas. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. It seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
The
He froze him on the fastball there. Byron Thomas becomes out number 2 this inning. To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Brian Williams. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
The windup and the 0-1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They're down 9-0. Welcome back to Arlington. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Into the box now. Odor. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Odor.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
In now, Gary Sanchez. as he hits one on a line to left field. And that's going to get down out there.
Dan, right here you see a situation where the no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Jeffrey Springs enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Into the box now, Roger Doran. Trying to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. One there on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
The center field
at the plate, Rube Baker, and their runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit at third. Scooped up on the backhand. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Settling in now, Elvis Andrews. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did it get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Andrus in an 0-2 hole here.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's one gone. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th. And with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. Up next for the Rangers, Christopher Dorsey. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
1-2. Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
The right fielder.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Vigil. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late-round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Thad Vigil has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Into the box, Aubrey Graham. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Vigil leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Skied into straightaway right. Bonifacio's in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Texas. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Into the box now, Evan Longoria. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Evan Longoria.
Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
The batter
jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't
Jeannette.
able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Standing in now, Scooter Jeannette. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Moving under it, Ray. 2 gone.
Now batting. The
So
right fielder.
striding forward now, Jorge Bonifacio. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Graham on the grass. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Indians on top, 9-0. Now at the plate, Dwayne Carter. We're in the 8th
Leading
now,
off for the
and
Rangers,
nothing's changed out there
the
on the
first
mound.
baseman.
Well, I've been very
Dwayne
impressed with how this starter's going about his
Carter.
business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there, strike 1. Strike taken. Good bender on the outside there.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. This is popped up. Doran waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning. So
Now
you've got to figure he's got a
the
good
center
chance
fielder,
here to finish this one
Darren
off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ready once again, Terrence Gray, and his dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
And he fouls this one off.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Count remains 2-2.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing a starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
When you're this deep into a start, it can
The
be
catcher,
really
number
exhausting and
00,
annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there.
Williams.
He got the strikeout, that's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
In now, Ronald Williams. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Rangers set down in order. They're down 9-0. Striding forward now, Willie Hayes. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Gray is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
The left fielder, number 7.
Ready for another shot now. Jake Taylor. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard liner toward short. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Stepping in now, Rougned Odor. That's popped up. Dorsey in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. The Indians lead it 9-0. Digging in once again, Byron Thomas starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. And that misses low and away, ball 1.
Hey, in this day and age where everybody's watching the pitch count, that was pitch number 100 in the 9th inning, but he still looks awfully impressive on the mound.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Popped up. Longoria is there for it. 1 out.
Now batting.
That's
the
exactly what
hitter.
they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone.
Williams.
They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, Brian Williams. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-2, here it comes. Fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. Slow roller left side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter,
now,
number 2,
Elvis Andrews.
shortstop.
He's their last shot
Elvis
here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now.
And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Cleveland Indians jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Eddie Harris earns his 12th victory in the ball game and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. Steven Matz was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Globe Life Park, 48,114. The Rangers thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.